Y'all doing? Welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and I am Nut, and this is Word on the Net. Now check this out, man. I told y'all I was gonna make a part two. Cory Holcomb is going in, man. Like he said, man. Only thing I think he said he wished he never did was say names, but unfortunately, we jump off the ledge every time, man, chasing that clout, and that's what happened. You ask us questions, put them in situations, sitting on them couches in front of the microphone, and we tend to say anything to go viral to get our name out there. And I'm not saying that's what he did, but anyway, let's get to the story and let's listen what he got to say.
Had something.
Backdoria Nation has declared war on me, man.
Oh no, G.
Backdoria Nation has declared war on me, but they never claim Backdoria.
Right.
This is not fair. There's too many men who are suspect after me in my career now. Now, I'm going to say there was a debate that I would like to talk about with Joe Budden's and them guys. Like Joe Budden's, he mentioned about that Cam Newton thing when I was on Cam Newton and I said, or I alluded to Will Smith
Okay.
on the Backdoria side of the game.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Your boy said that Cam Newton. I thought about that everybody Will Smith on the back door. You part of the game. The boy funny, man. I'm telling you, Cory Holcomb is one of the funniest comedians. I like the real comedians that just speak their mind. You feel me? Like some people, our world is so sensitive now. You can't even say jokes. You can't even say certain things without offending people. You know what I'm saying? The alphabet community is not playing. They shutting everybody down. I don't got a problem with y'all. You feel me? It just seems like your alphabets just keep growing. Y'all keep adding letters to them. That's all. I just said the alphabet community. But other than that, I don't have no issue with y'all, man. But the man is funny, man. I don't care what nobody says. Let's get back to it.
I wish I wouldn't have said no name, but I said it and I got to stand on it.
That's the perfect word after you say Backdoria.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but yo, man, this thing, man, it's like I don't like necessarily being at war with so many people because it's too many people, if you ask me. But I know what I stand for is going to bring drama.
yeah.
But is it war or is it just people?
Well, I don't think it's war with Joe Budden's them yet. I hope it doesn't. I would like to, like Terrence Howard. I saw him say this word on where he was talking about the people who talking crazy about him. I don't think Terrence Howard knew how many people was going to be talking crazy about him when he said stuff on the internet.
Right.
And Terrence Howard said, "I would like to have a duel with you."
What did Joe
I love
Budden
that. Old school.
Dude, ain't that an old school word?
Yeah.
We can have a duel. We can use
Yeah.
bottles, guns, whatever.
What did Joe Budden do?
And what's crazy is your boy, man, Terrence Howard was. I don't know if that. The thing about actors is this, right? You don't know when they're being real or when they're acting. So when I see Terrence Howard say that, well, we can have a duel and all that old stuff, it made me think about Malibu's Most Wanted when the black dude and the two actors when they was sitting there acting like they was gangster and they got hemmed up by the real gangster. They were like, "Oh no, it was just all an act." That's what I'm getting them kind of vibe from him. You know what I mean? But he still stood on business as far as he's talking. He said we can meet up and make it happen any way you want to, Papa. I ain't mad at nothing. You feel me? So it's just funny, man, to see all this stuff coming to the light, all this, you know what I'm saying? And the perfect person to speak on it, Cory Holcomb. Let's go.
That's all he said?
No, Joe Budden's feels like I was telling when I mentioned Will Smith
You mean-
on the Backdoria side
Like
of the game.
telling his business?
But
Like he said, that's snitching.
But it's just your.
And so, look, no, just let me say this, because I really would love to debate that crew over there about this. Yeah, and Craig, you and Darlene might not even agree with me, but I want to say this. If a man gets penetrated by a man or is penetrated by a man, and I say something about that business, I don't feel like that's snitching. Any perverted acts that go on in the community,
That's what happened.
I feel like, once that is put out there as,
Hands down.
well, see, I can't say facts because it would be snitching if I was to say, this is how I know.
Or that you were there, or exactly that you specifically.
That would be snitching. But when I live out here on this West Coast.
Now, like he said, think about this, right? You're an actor. I don't care where you from. I don't care where you from. You move to LA. You living in this certain world, this circle of people, and you know the outsiders from the insiders. It's crazy that I'm watching this because I was just speaking on some about something to this topic about 2 weeks ago, and I was telling people, like I said, it's to the point now when you walk in the club, you got all these bisexual men portraying to be straight, that when straight men come in there, we looked at as the outsider. It's like they look over there and be like I said, women play a big part of it because money be the reason what moves people. So if you got a bunch of uh you know what I'm saying, bisexual men over here acting like they straight, buying all the women drinks, and these women know these dudes like having fingers in their butt, dildos, and all that old stuff in their butt, and they still acting like they real. And then when real dudes walk in the building, they like, oh, them dudes ain't real. Them dudes, shit, them dudes right there, they don't like no fingers in their butt. They ain't real. Forget them. It make the real niggas look like the outcasts. You feel what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy, and that's what Cory Holcomb saying. He's saying, man, listen, you see what's going on. You see the people. You know what's really going on. You know who hang birds and feathers flock together, man. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But when there's mist, you might get food. Let's get back to it.
And we know how it really go. I mean, like, these people who be around those people, there are associates in a way. Like, we have females that speak business that's not just one woman saying it. There's barbers that speak business. There's people in the barbershop that speak business. There are people that we know personally that know people. And I'm saying out here.
And what Cory Holcomb's saying right there, I know a lot of people probably like, what he insinuating? But what he's saying is people talk. People that's in this industry, they affiliate with regular normal people. All these people talk in these different circles, and shit get around. The word it get out there. So don't think that your business on the low because you nobody ain't walked in the room on you. People know what be going on, and half the time the people that you people be creeping with, sleeping with, you bisexual men, the dudes they talk. Niggas talk like women out here, bro. So you got a bunch of think about it. You got a dude want to be a female. You don't think you gonna gossip worse than a female? Like, come on, man. Let's keep it 100, man. Let's get back to it.
In the Hollywood realm, the Hollywood guys that I know, I see who they are, and I will admit there is envy because I know I don't fit in around them. I will be the outsider around them.
They don't fit in. They getting fitted in.
How about that?
But here, can I say something?
Shit, push.
Man, listen, man. Hold on, let me say something, man. Like, homeboy who be co-hosting with that man, funny, man. He real funny, man. But at the end of the day, though, man, you know, that's real talk what they saying, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot going on that they not telling you. Know what I'm saying? Let's hear what Joe Budden had to say about the situation.
Quincy Jones started telling about who fucked who and all of it. You a rat. You a snitch.
Oh, no. I'm talking about a lie to gay you.
Now it's not. But it's not because the person that is attached to
That you
you
respect.
It's not true. You keep saying that, but that's not true.
How we joke about age? Oh, you 50 years old. Shit just comes with you being 50. There's a thing with senior citizens where because you 75 and 85,
You just gonna say
start
whatever the fuck come
telling
on.
shit like it is, and your tomorrows are lesser than your yesterdays, so you're just getting shit off. And young people, you gotta understand that. Old people, there's a thing. Old people don't give a fuck.
They don't.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's a fact.
that old people stigma shit applies to Cory Holcomb,
Ain't
and
right.
that don't mean I'm selective.
You feel the same way about Patti LaBelle when she out of Luther?
To Imani's
Do you
point,
feel the
Patti
same way
LaBelle
about
is
Patti
old.
LaBelle when it came to
Hold on.
Luther?
I didn't know that it was an uproar. I learned that here with y'all. I didn't see nothing wrong. Y'all taught
He
me.
stood down on
Y'all
that point when he
educated
found out that.
me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
He stood down on that point once he
I didn't
realized
know.
the dynamics. But just to not keep it just on Cory Holcomb, I mean, we're watching. Oh, and actually, you want to say something? I'm sorry, I apologize.
No.
Now, in my opinion, to what Joe Budden was saying, right? I feel like this at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Uh, if you in Hollywood, right, and you live a certain lifestyle, and people know your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Then me personally, I don't think he should have came out and said, "Dude, nobody named personally." Now a lot of people will come out and say, "Yes, a lot of homosexual activities going on in Hollywood." You know what I mean? So, they would say that, but they won't actually throw somebody's name in there. You know what I mean? But it's real though, because at the end of the day, if this is how you guys is getting y'all deals because y'all sleeping y'all way to the top like women have to, then it's not about talent then, right? Because anybody can make you look, any camera, any real director, any real person, producer can make any actor look like a professional actor. Just like just like in the studio. It ain't even it's less about talent than anything. They can make anybody a platinum hit and make you a household name with a little bit. Dr. Dre even said, he said, "Man, if I find somebody with the least bit of talent, if I could, if they got any kind of talent in them, I'll make them, I blow up." So it's not really about the talent when you think about it. It's one hand watching, one hand pat another hand. You know what I'm saying? Another hand, one hand pat another person back. You know what I'm saying? That kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? You pat my butt, I pat your butt. That's what kind of things going on in Hollywood. That's what I'm taking from it.
I was gonna say I'm looking at Terrence Howard do something very similar.
All of that shit.
with the Diddy shit right now.
All of that shit. To me,
Wait, how is that similar?
Another example
it's
of
another example.
Like, no. For one thing, you can't come out and say that that's like the Diddy and Terrence Howard situation, because it's not like that situation. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that, for one thing. Hold on 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to it. But like I was saying though, I don't think it's the same kind of
He didn't do shit
situation.
to him. True.
Every-
Even if I believe every
I don't think it's the same kind of situation, because two things. If somebody come on to you or try to get at you and you feel some kind of way, you got the right to speak on that. You feel me? I just feel like you got the right to speak on that. That's your life. That's the way you were feeling at that time. But to actually out somebody else that didn't come at you, you might know that they sweet. Like I know it's a lot of people I know that's gay. I don't go around just being like that nigga gay. I don't go around doing that shit. That they business. Now I might be looking on TV and be like, "Yo, that nigga sweet as bear meat," but you know what I mean. It ain't me outing people. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's finish it.
everything Terrence Howard said, and I do, he said Diddy might have tried to hit.
It's an assumption.
Wait, what?
It's his assumption of what he think Diddy was planning to do
It
with
is
him.
the
Nothing
same-
ever happened.
It is. They are both.
The
they might
same
not
way
be the
Cory
same.
is assuming to be blackballed in the
Because of
business
what-
because of whatever.
y'all
Terrence Howard.
playing?
No, nigga,
No.
we're not playing.
Joe, Terrence Howard.
Y'all are dead ass.
I'm saying
Joe.
both are like
They in the
both you
same-
snitching on people for no reason.
Okay, slow down for a second.
They're in the same vein.
I disagree. Y'all know this about me already. I don't think nobody should be outed. Y'all know that, so I don't have to qualify with that.
Right.
So of course I think Terrence Howard outing anybody is corny.
Okay.
Outing is corny. That to the side. I don't view that the same as,
Why?
one of these people has been in the news for sex crimes for years. Now, we're going. One person has not
Yeah, you feel me? So I don't know, man. It's just what I mean. Joe Buttons. I never really cared too much about Joe Budden's um input on nothing anyway because Joe Budden's a hater, man. Like he been hating the young guys doing music. He just he don't have a positive way of looking at things. He always got a negative outlook on things. And to me, it feel like he think he's perfect, and none of us perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really pay too much attention to what he's saying, but I do agree with what he's saying, far as the outing people. Like if that's what you are, that's what you are, man. Like I tell people, what you eat don't make me shit. You feel me? So at the end of the day, let's get to it.
Prepared for repercussions.
Straight up, yeah.
And that's it. That's what's happening right now on the internet. Is that not only just maybe what you have said, but I think you'll always be a target if you have something they want. And what they want right now online is views, is topics, is stories. And if Cory is way more either I would say
And what she's saying is real. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, because that's what's really going on out here. That's what it's really all about. You know what I mean? It's all about the views, the topics. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like I started doing it. I'm still fresh and new to this. You know what I mean? So y'all got to give me a little time. I'm gonna get more professional with it as I grow, man. I just need y'all to rock with me. Hit that comment, subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I still feel like if somebody come at you and you ain't feeling to speak your mind. Why women can say, "Oh, somebody tried to come at me and did this to me," and then you come out and speak on now you outing somebody. For men, it's outing, but for women, it's cool. I mean, they can go and press charge. Like this weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm not the person to go press charges. You come at me, I'm gonna do something to you. If you even attempt to come down, if you come at me and I be like, dude, I don't rock like that, I'm cool. And you say, okay, I apologize, boom, keep it moving, cool, no problem. But if you try to be persistent on and I say I'm good and you keep coming, you're probably gonna lose a tooth. I'm letting you know that now. And I'll go sit down in the county for somebody coming on to me that I done told leave me alone. I will go sit down in the county. You know what I'm saying? Because I would knock that tooth out so you'll know the next straight man you walk up on. And I don't got a problem with homosexuals. I mean gay people. I don't have a problem with them. You know what I mean? Like what y'all do is y'all business. You know what I mean? It just some of them be a little bit too flamboyant for me and be over aggressive with the way they be around people. So I don't like that kind of energy around me. Anyway, let's get back to it.
By America, our parents, or corrupt system that if you work hard and you are talented, that you have a shot at making it. And I think that normal heterosexual men have a right to be publicly outraged if you have to be that way to make it. That is not fair. That is not good business. That is not just. If you have to be gay or get it in the booty or whatever you call it to go to another level, why is it not publicly stated?
And that boils back to what I was just saying. It boils back to everything I was just saying when I was saying it's not don't seem like it's about talent. It's like you go in these rooms and you try to get these movie roles and they telling you straight up, bro, okay, yeah, you's a good you know what I'm saying, a good candidate for this role. What else are you willing to do for this role? You feel me? And they proposition you and these dudes who be do anything because a lot of these dudes, like they say, they sell a soul to be fair. They sell a soul for money. So a dude to do something wild, and you know what? It's crazy because now I understand why a lot of these Hollywood people be going crazy, taking drugs and end up unaliving themselves, jumping off of, you know what I'm saying, off cliffs and just hurting themselves. I think it's because once they cross that line, like Terrence Howard was saying, once you cross that line, there's no get back. Once you get your man card up, there's no get back. There's no foundation for you to stand on as a man. You couldn't even look yourself in the mirror and call yourself a man, knowing that you done been penetrated or you done penetrated or let another man. You know what I mean? Like, so me personally, that's the way I feel about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, let's get back to it. because the man was eating that he was cooking right now. He was going in.
It should be publicly stated. We should know this for a fact. You shouldn't have millions and thousands of people here moving here in droves who think if I do it this way, this is how it's going to work. It's not right. It's like it's secrecy.
And that's real talk. And he is not lying. It's a lot of things going on in Hollywood, and a lot of people who be straight that be wanting to come out and say something. They not gay, but they gotta play this role and act like they don't see nothing, or they see it or act like they ain't gonna speak on it, and they don't, because they get on there and say, "Boy, you see a lot of crazy stuff in Hollywood." You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're gonna end it out with Terrence Howard. I'm gonna give my commentary, then we gonna go there.
Against me and use the same courage that it took for me to say those truths. Man to man, eye to eye, integrity and in truth. I spent a lifetime earning the right to speak with the conviction about these truths that I speak. So if you want to tear that down, have the decency to come and say it directly to my face and say it like a man. If you're going to talk about the geometry, have other geometries to argue against it. If you're going to talk about the supersymmetry, speak of other supersymmetries that would work against it. If you're going to talk about the white papers, provide your own white paper as an argument to argue against the equations or the conclusions. But we're going to do this respectfully, otherwise we'll end
All right,
the duel.
hey, hold up, man. This man just said a whole bunch of words that y'all probably understood. I really don't understand what he was saying. But whatever he said, he was serious as hell about what he was saying. Your boy said, excuse me, your boy said, we can end this, we can do this, we can have a duel. He is not playing. That boy's that. We can have a duel.
The equations or the conclusions. But we're going to do this respectfully, otherwise we'll end in a duel. And I mean a duel, real life duel, where only one person walks away. We can meet with guns, bottles, knives, or
Your boy said, your boy said we can end in the duel, man. He don't care about nothing, man. We in the duel, or we can take it to the other thing. See, however you want to do it, that's what he said. He said you play with him, you gonna get. He ain't playing with you, man. Y'all better leave that boy Terrence Howard alone, man. I'm telling you, that boy is loco, man. He's like 4 loco. You better leave that boy alone. Look at it. Look at that look on his face. Do that look like the type of face of somebody that's gonna play with you when they see you? I'm just telling you, quit playing with these people, man.
books and equations. But we're going to do this like men.
Like,
so,
man.
get ready.
I told you the boy is not playing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you I was gonna do a part 2 on this, man. I had to hit y'all with a recap, man. Let y'all see what it was. They got excused the technical difficulties with my you feel me, with my woo wop, my little back screens and everything right now. But I had to come and hit y'all with this. Man, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, man. Leave a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing in the comments, man. Tell me what you think I should be doing better, man. Give me some pointers, tips, however you feel. But I ain't got a problem taking constructive criticism. I'm very, you know what I'm saying? In order to be a good leader, you got to be a good follower and got to be able to understand and listen. So, you know what I'm saying? Until next time, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Word on the Net. I am Nut. And until the next time, man, let's do it. Stay blessed.